Since Kings Canyon After Dark brings back Skulltown, which is a fan favourite location, it absolutely ruins the map flow. Ruins the flow in the way that over half the lobby goes to Skulltown or thereabouts, they don't get enough loot, they all die, and anyone else who lands anywhere else spends forever looking for people. It's just not a fun experience. It's not the dev's fault. I don't think it's anyone's fault. It's just how it works out. Like, Skulltown can have a lot of people, but not this many. That's fun. I would love to see a map with Cascades in Skulltown again, but it would need to have enough people to be able to support that. Wow, someone actually wants to go here. Okay. If they did assist count as kills, it would make it more rewarding. You'd feel better when you come across your one ghost team, when you occasionally find a team of 3. If you get the kill contribution for all of them and it actually means something, you're going to feel better about yourself. If you run across the entire map and finally find one team and get no kills, but you should get like 3 assists or something, you don't feel rewarded. If you do 90% of the damage to all 3 of them, or even one of them, and someone else steals the kill, you don't feel rewarded. Which leads to a bad experience, because you are one person, you want to feel like you're pulling your weight, and then you're not even getting 1 kill. It doesn't feel good. At least not in my case. Why am I not taking the Handpoint Mozambique? I would personally really like it if they did a mode with 75 players, and they could have like a frantic mode. 75 players, and either a smaller map or leave it as it is, but have an increased density of loot, because there's not really a lot here. There's so many things in the game. What do we have here? A helmet, a purple attachment that's not useful, to me at least. An abundance of shotgun ammo. There's too much in the game for the loot to be so little, because it does come down to luck. So I think they need to increase the amount of loot that spawns in one location. A good example of what they've done right in this game is Map Room. Obviously it's not here, but on the current Kings Canyon, there is a place here called Map Room, which I imagine you all know. Not only is it well designed for having multiple teams fight there, but there's also a lot of loot. If you land there, you're almost guaranteed, you're not 100% guaranteed, but you've got a very strong chance to be able to find a shield, a selection of weapons, and ammo. And that is what we need more of. Another thing that not Skulltown, another thing that Map Room offers is one of the best abilities in the game. I personally think Map Room's map scan is brilliant. I would personally like to see another map room in the middle of the map somewhere, and then maybe one all the way up here or something. I would like to see more of that map scanning, because what does it do? It speeds up the game. And that would hinder people who just want to play it tactically, just play it slow and steady and win the race. But I think it needs to speed up the gameplay because it's so slow. And sometimes you have quick games, but it is inconsistent. If you get slightly angsty, I mean, part of the death does come down to yourself. When I eventually find people and I'm aggressive because I want to fight them and play the game, I put myself at a disadvantage. And yes, that is my fault, but I'm so desperate to find people to fight that is the issue. And you could argue it's a battle royale, it's meant to be this way, but not to this degree. I genuinely can't see him. Oh wow, he's already knocked. This person's good. Boink. I think there's too much variety in the game for there to be so little in terms of what you can get and find. You may find a couple of guns, but what if they're Mozambiques and EVAs? Shotguns aren't bad in this game, but they're not always what you want. There's another team, indeed. I'm getting absolutely carried. Absolutely carried I'm getting. See, like, that person deserves to get the kill for that. I do not deserve to be the only one to get the kill for that. He did way more damage, he did basically everything, and I get the reward. I think he should get something as well, because I didn't deserve to kill that person. If you want to encourage teamwork in this game and have tactical applications, you should reward everyone for participating in the kill, because it is a team effort, instead of just rewarding the one person who gets the final shot. Out of all the modes that they have released, I think Dummy's Big Day was a good one. It didn't change the map that you were on, but it changed the legends, and it was good. The dummies' abilities were good, everyone's hitbox was the same. The map wasn't different, so flows wasn't rigged. And it was just a fun experience. Unfortunately, they had to take it down because of a game-breaking issue. But it was a decent idea. The Mirage Train Express, I don't even remember what it was called, but the one they released last December with the train, with a 3v3v3, that was a good mode, because it was different, it was out there. Why don't we get more of that? I think Armed and Dangerous, when it's just shotguns and snipers, I think that's boring. Shotguns kill people instantly or too quickly, so it's not a fun experience. People sniping at range is not a fun experience, especially since the charge rifle exists, so even if you try to actually use a sniper rifle, you just get this one person using the bonk being a bit of a dude. And again, the flow's not there. As far as modes in general go, I think there should be a difference between ranked and casual. But as it stands now, the only difference between ranked Apex and casual Apex, for me at least, is that you get points for ranked. But the player base doesn't actually change at all for me, really. In fact, if I go into ranked, I'll probably get a nicer experience until I get to a certain rank, unless I run across Smurfs. And it's because skill-based matchmaking exists, which is another issue. I don't think it's a nice mechanic, a system in the game. I think it's necessary. I completely understand why it exists. I think it just bullies a small minority of players, which is why it's done. But it really sucks for those that it bullies. And that is the good players. And even more so, it bullies the people that are good at the game without tryharding. When you come across Apex Predators every game that are playing Lifeline, Wraith, using all the best stuff, and they sit at range and then only push you when you're damaged because you get bored or you make a mistake, and then the moment they get into close range they die to you, but then you still lose because there's more of them or they have better stuff, it's not a fun experience. I think in casual, it should be more casual. Whether that be higher loot rates, more people, it should be different. The crafting system is even an attempt at bringing some consistency to an inconsistent game genre, which is Battle Royales. That is why the crafting system exists. But that's not really where it's at. I think the core purpose of the game, well, the flow of it, I think needs to be improved. And the main way to improve flow would be to make the map smaller, to increase the numbers, or I can't even think of a third. Like this, I personally don't like fighting people at range. I know I can just avoid it, but it's not fun. And whenever I play casual now, whenever I play a normal game, I get one team that plays hard to push, and then I get sniped from a third team with a triple take because Evo. And can you blame the individual players? No. You can't blame someone for doing what's optimal when other people are going to do what's optimal. I'm obviously not doing very well gameplay-wise in Season 6. I'm not going to try to deny that. My aim is awful. My decision-making is horrendous. I struggle to find people. I just think the map to player ratio is not good. The flow is just horrendous. Where is this man? Okay, there he is. As far as mode variety, I would like to see a mode where only 2 ammo types are in the game. But I don't mean shotgun and snipers. I think shotgun and snipers is bad. You die so quickly because they're really powerful. My aim is still awful. Oh shoot, don't hit me, thank you. Pete, keep up! Okay, goodbye. My aim is bad. Oh, shotgun fight. You wanna go? Fuck. There we go. Well, I'm only at 3 kills. I know I'm trying to talk about this subject and these people are actually good, but it doesn't feel like a lot. There were 60 people in this game and I've only participated in 3. And most of my kills have been kill steals. These people deserve these kills, but I have stolen them. One of my biggest issues with the game at the current is getting back into it. With the game flow as it is, it can be really difficult to get back into the swing of things because it's slow. I think they could make a few changes to try and push it in the direction. I think there should be an alternative mode for casual that caters to it being faster paced. Oh. Will she go over this wall? If she does, she's going to get Mozammed. Yeah! But the other people get nothing for that. They don't get kill assists or anything. Why don't they? But see, I did basically nothing that game in comparison to this man right here. After all this running around I've been doing, it wouldn't be fun if I just died instantaneously once we find people.